Only $289 a month. That was the sentence Mia heard sitting in a bright furniture showroom on a Sunday afternoon in suburban Atlanta. And for a moment, it sounded responsible. Not cheap, not reckless, responsible. Because the couch looked expensive. The apartment was finally starting to feel like an adult apartment. And $289 a month didn't sound dangerous. That's how it starts. Not with one catastrophic decision, not with a financial emergency, but with a number small enough to feel harmless. A monthly payment, a subscription, a financing plan, a buy now, pay later option, a little piece of your future income sold back to you in small, affordable pieces. And one by one, those pieces begin stacking on top of each other, until one day, you wake up making more money than you ever have before and somehow feeling poorer than ever. This is the part nobody explains when you're young. Cheap monthly payments do not make life affordable. They make expensive things feel emotionally survivable, long enough for you to normalize permanent debt. And somewhere in America right now, someone is agreeing to a payment they believe they can handle, without realizing they are quietly building a life where every future dollar already has an owner before it even arrives. You are 24 years old. You live in Tampa, Florida. You make $58,000 a year working in digital customer support for a software company. After taxes, your take-home pay is around $3,700 a month. Your rent is $1,240 for a one-bedroom apartment. Your utilities average $170, groceries around $380, gas maybe $140, insurance another $190. And after everything else, you usually have around $900 left over each month. Not rich, not broke, just stable enough to start wanting things. And wanting things is where the system begins. Path A. Your name is Noah, and when you moved into your apartment at 24, you made one decision very early. You would not finance lifestyle upgrades. Not because you hated nice things, but because you understood something most people don't understand until much later. A monthly payment is not about the thing you bought. It is about the future flexibility you gave away to get it. So when your apartment felt empty, you bought used furniture slowly. A second-hand dining table from Facebook Marketplace, a couch from a clearance warehouse, a TV that wasn't huge but worked perfectly fine. Your friends joked about it a little, not cruelly, just casually, because your apartment didn't look like the apartments they saw online. And sometimes that bothered you more than you admitted. But you kept doing the math. The couch your friend financed for $119 a month actually cost $4,200 after interest and fees. The Easy Payment Plan TV package, nearly double retail price by the end of the contract. You noticed something strange. The cheaper the monthly payment sounded, the less people cared about the total cost. So instead of financing furniture, you opened a brokerage account. Every month, $300 automatically transferred into a low-cost index fund. Not after spending, before spending. That mattered, because systems only work when they happen before emotion gets involved. At first, the account felt pointless. $300 a month didn't feel life-changing. The balance moved slowly, $300, then $700, then $1,400. Nothing dramatic. Meanwhile, everyone around you seemed to be upgrading faster. Better apartments, newer cars, nicer vacations. And for a while, it genuinely felt like you were falling behind. Path B. Your name is Tyler, and your apartment looked incredible by month 3. That's the difference. You financed the couch, then the TV, then the bedroom set, then the Peloton bike because the payment was only $44 a month, then a new iPhone upgrade program, then a car lease. None of it felt catastrophic individually. That's the genius of monthly payments. They arrive small enough to avoid triggering fear. Your couch payment was $119, TV package $86, phone upgrade $54, Peloton $44, car lease $387, streaming services $71 combined, furniture protection plan another $19. Nothing sounded huge, nothing sounded irresponsible, but together, before rent, before food, before life itself, you had already committed over $780 a month of future income to things losing value every day. And because the payments were spread across different companies, your brain never experienced them as one giant number. It experienced them as tiny, manageable decisions. That is the trap. Debt rarely feels heavy at the beginning. It feels convenient, flexible, modern. At 25, you got a raise. Your salary increased from $58,000 to $64,000. And for about 2 weeks, you felt richer. Then life adjusted around the new income almost automatically. You upgraded apartments. The rent went from $1,240 to $1,690 because now you could afford it. That word again, affordable. But affordability in modern America often means the monthly payment fits, not that the purchase actually improves your long-term position. Your new apartment had a rooftop pool, a gym, better lighting, a coffee machine in the lobby. And within 3 months, all of it felt normal. That's the problem with lifestyle upgrades. Humans adapt incredibly fast. The excitement disappears. The payment does not. At 26, both of you faced the same problem. Unexpected car repairs. $2,100. Noah paid cash from an emergency fund. It hurt, but the problem ended there. Tyler used a credit card. 24.99% APR. Minimum payment, $61. The balance lasted almost 3 years. Total cost after interest, $2,740. And this is where cheap monthly payments become dangerous, because they slowly eliminate your ability to absorb pressure. Every future emergency becomes debt, not because you're irresponsible, but because your income is already fragmented into obligations before emergencies even arrive. Noah's investment account crossed $18,000 at 27. Tyler's debt across financing plans and credit cards crossed $21,000. Both of them worked hard. Both of them earned similar salaries. But one person was building ownership, the other was building payments. And payments behave differently than assets. Assets eventually pay you back. Payments never stop asking for more. At 28, Tyler decided to consolidate everything: the credit cards, the furniture financing, the leftover balances. A personal loan at 11.8% APR. Monthly payment, $412. And psychologically, this felt like progress, because instead of 5 different payments, there was now one clean payment. But consolidation changes the appearance of debt more often than it changes the behavior behind it. The balances disappeared, the habits did not. Within 18 months, 2 credit cards carried balances again. Noah, meanwhile, kept doing something incredibly boring. He kept investing. Month after month. Market up, market down. Didn't matter, because the real power was not stock picking. It was consistency. At 29, his investment accounts crossed $41,000, then $52,000. And something psychologically important happened. For the first time, his money started generating noticeable growth without his direct labor. A good month in the market created more money than an entire week at work. That changes how you think, because eventually you stop seeing money as spending power and start seeing it as leverage.
Tyler still felt financially fragile. Not broke, fragile. That modern middle-class anxiety where technically your bills are paid, but one major disruption could collapse everything. And the strange part was, from the outside, Tyler looked more successful. Better apartment, nicer car, better clothes, more vacations. And that's another trap nobody talks about. Consumer debt allows people to temporarily rent the appearance of wealth, while quietly delaying actual wealth building underneath the surface. At 35, Noah's net worth crossed $247,000. Mostly investments. No inheritance, no business exit, no lottery ticket. Just years of redirecting future income toward ownership instead of obligations. Tyler's net worth at 35